I'd like your reaction to what Gareth did yesterday with your England squad selection. Recalls for Jesse Lingard, John Stones and Luke Shaw. Ollie Watkins is in. Well done him. So too Sam Johnson. First call-ups for them. No place for Bamford, Abraham, but Perry. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Is he rightly feeling very disappointed this morning?
No, I think you can understand why. You know, when managers make decisions, whether you agree with them or you don't, you've got to understand them. You go, yeah, because Trent Alexander-Arnold hasn't had a very good season. Defensively, he's been awful. And he's probably the one player. Liverpool have missed Virgil van Dijk wholly in the team, but it's no coincidence that Trent Alexander-Arnold's performance levels have gone down because he hasn't got Virgil van Dijk beside him going, yeah, just push up a little, come back a little bit and have that stability.
So that's been the difference?
I think so, yeah. It's been a difference, yeah.
Can I follow on from that? Something I was going to say, but then Dan Nixon tweeted me, and I thought Dan's mouthed it very, very well. Everyone is getting hung up over the admission of Trent Alexander-Arnold from the England squad, but there is still no place for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. England are in danger of losing their best defensive right-back to the Democratic Republic of Congo if he continues to be overlooked. No one's even mentioned it. Perry, mention it.
Wan-Bissaka's not in the squad. There you go. We're done, haven't we? Is that what no, it's with Wan-Bissaka, and Gareth Southgate has said about he's got to get better going forward, right? So if you look at the right-backs at his disposal with Trippier, James, Walker, Alexander-Arnold, even Lamptey, good player, the young lad at Brighton, they're all very similar in as much as they're all wing-backs whose strength is going forward rather than defending. Why don't you have a right-back in your squad that is different to the other right-backs that you have? Because when you go, hopefully, further in a tournament, if you get into quarterfinals and semi-finals, you're going to come up against teams that you're going to need to stop them from playing where you're going to need to be better defensively. So there might be a case that you go, I'll tell you what, for this game, we need Wan-Bissaka in here because they're really strong down their left-hand side. Yeah. And then we need to be more solid. We're not bothered about going forward down that side. We've got to stop their player from playing. Well, so why not have a difference?
What do you think of what Jimmy Carragher said in the Telegraph this morning, Perry? He would have Trent in over Trippier.
What, because he plays for Liverpool?
No, won't be that.
Well, why? Because Trent Alexander-Arnold hasn't played very well. Some of the games that he's played, especially, remember the Man City game where he got completely ripped apart down that side because his defensive qualities weren't good enough. So Kieran Trippier is playing quite well for Atletico Madrid. So I've got no problem with that one. But Southgate does have different rules for different players. Because if you think about the Jesse Lingard example, where he's hasn't played for a year, plays 6 games,
in he comes,
and he's in straight away.
Is that a good or bad thing that he's got different rules for different players?
All managers have different rules for different players. They pretend that everybody starts at level playing field. Look at Jack Grealish. Took him, 2 seasons nearly to get his trust and get himself into the squad when he was playing fantastically well. So there is always a difference. Where with Jesse Lingard, Southgate knows him because he's had him in there before and he likes him, he likes his character. So he will say he's got more stock in the bank. Do you know what I mean? So, but there are different rules for different players.
Lingard has been the standout star though, Bob, hasn't he? I mean, you got to say well done to Southgate for bringing him in.
I think so, yeah. I think he's seen, what he's done because Lingard got given a chance. He could have gone a lot of different ways. You see a lot of players that reach that level and they don't, hang on, what's happening? David Moyes just said, look, come on, son, I know you are, I believe in you. Show us what you can do.
Yeah.
Well, someone says that to you, you've got 2 choices. You either do it or you don't, and he's done it. And Southgate would have said, he can still do it.
But that's the point. He's had a zeitgeist moment where Grealish is injured, Barnes is injured, Maddison is injured. And if you said to Jesse Lingard, you're going to West Ham, why are you going there? It would have been to get myself back in the England squad. It would have been so I can still prove that I can play in the Premier League. Yeah. So I get a decent club. So that's just a massive, cherry on the cake.
What about Patrick Bamford? Can he consider himself unlucky this morning?
Well, I don't think he's quick enough for international football. And really? he actually said himself, Southgate, with Ollie Watkins, that because of his pace and his closing down, that's not Patrick Bamford's sort of remit. It's not the way that he plays like a deeper 9, doesn't he? Where he holds the ball up, he gets himself into the box. So
right. I see what you mean about Ollie Watkins, Perry. The rise and rise of Ollie Watkins. I mean, it's been meteoric.
By the way, as well, hats off Exeter City. People forget where he come from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's another proof that there's talent down in your boondocks.
Very much down in the boondocks.
There you go.
Mind you, we see your Ollie Watkins and we raise your Che Adams.
There you go. See?
Yeah. because he's in our squad this week.
Oh, has he
you
been
never know what might
eating
happen.
a lot of shortbread? Is that why he's
He's
got
been
in?
eating a lot of
Is
shortbread.
that what it is? Or
and
Kendall, is
apparently
it Kendall mint cake? He's like,
been-
oh, you're in, son.
watching a lot of the Crankies videos. But he's in, and we'll see you guys at Wembley.